We're about to start in about 4 minutes. The Unbroken Experience with Syndy B with my girl Divine Blessings. Stay tuned. Make sure you share. Bye. Come on, play me something. Play me something. And I ain't trying to show out. I'm just saying.
Can people hear? Is it live right now? It's live right now, but they can't hear.
Like a stir fry, whip it in the kitchen, wrist twisted like a stir fry, whip it in the kitchen, wrist twisted like a stir fry, whip it in the kitchen, wrist twisted like a stir fry. I'll take a whip it intermission, let the birds fly. I get money, turn no vision through my third eye.
Yo, what up, powerful people? It's your favorite engineer, E Money. Check it out. If you're listening right now and you want to become part of Power 108.9's family, all you got to do is email thepower1089 at gmail.com. That is THEPOWER 1089 at gmail.com. Come on, bring your content, bring your show to the station. We got you.
Yo, it's Michael McFadden for our friends over at Credit Building Professionals. You know what they do? They help their clients achieve better credit. How? Late payments, fraud, liens, charge-offs, student loans. They do it all. Get results in 30 to 90 days, and it's very simple to contact them. Hit them up on their website, creditbuildingprofessionals.com, or give them a call, 678-447-2012. Once again, 678-447-2012. Tell them you heard it on Power 108.9. What up, Credit Cred? Yo, looking for a new house? Guess what? You're going to need some money to do it. That's why you need to holler at my man Alvin Jameson over there at New American Funding. Yeah, they do it all. New home loans, first-time home buyers, refinances, investment properties, whatever it is, you're going to need some money. Hit them up. New American Funding, Alvin Jameson. Check them out, alvinjameson.com. Alvin like the chipmunk and Jameson like that fine whiskey. Or you can give them a call, 404-587-9033. Once again, 404-587-9033. Tell them you heard it on Power 108.9. Let's go. Hey, it's Michael McFadden of Mornings with Michael and Friends, and right now you're checking out my girl Syndy B with the Unbroken Experience right here on Power 108.9.
Yeah. The Unbroken Experience with Syndy B. You know what it be. Yeah, you heard it all before.
Cheers, cheers. We are here. Coronavirus and all, y'all. That means it is Thursday at 7 o'clock, and you're tuning into the Unbroken Experience with Syndy B on Power 108.9. I have my special guest in the building, Ms. Divine Blessings. Say hey to the people.
Hey, hey.
Hey. Listen, we have a great show lined up for you tonight. But before I go, I'm going to do my little tidbit on coronavirus, honey. We're not about to be diving in on that tonight. I think we are all overloaded and we got enough information. But if you need to know more, make sure you go to the cdc.gov, not I want to tell you something.com, or I don't really know if this is true.com. Okay, no non-credible resources, okay? The cdc.gov and also the World Health Org, that is www.who.int. That's where you can get your up-to-date news and information. I don't know about everywhere else, but in Gwinnett County, there is no school right now to the end of the month. So shout out to all those all of a sudden homeschool moms, such as myself. Raise my hand. Yes, all of a sudden homeschool moms. But it's been pretty good because those teachers are given quite enough work. And shout out to my Aries babies. I'm sorry. We're going to make it up to you. We're going to make it up. Shout out. Shout out to my girl Cammy Cam, whose birthday is next. I think Friday, Saturday, something like that. You know I got it on my calendar. But happy birthday to you, boo. But you know that we're going to celebrate. And to my nephew, Cammy Cam, who's 4 today. And I have to let you guys know, because I have a lot of people coming to the Unsung Heroines Gala for the National Coalition of 100 Black Women that was scheduled for April is now rescheduled for August 15th. So update your calendars, August 15th. We have a great show for you today. I have in the building Miss Divine Blessings. First of all, I feel like she's her own woman before, the reality show that she was on, Ready to Love, licensed real estate agent Divine Blessings, but also, reality star and finalist on Ready to Love, as well as you got that 7:30 crazy coming up at the 7:30 hour and the What Was Sin Say at the 8 o'clock hour. I don't know if I'm going to be shut down early or not, but either way, we'll get it all in. And make sure you stay tuned and share. You're listening to the Unbroken Experience with Syndy B on Power 108.9, and we'll be right back.
Yeah, you heard it all before. I love you so much. What is wrong with you? I can't do this anymore. You know that you broke the floor. Go at your mother, you crazy. You know, crazy like the 7:30 crazy. You know this is supposed to be like. This say, come through, help you out. This is what it is.
Yo, what up, powerful people? It's your favorite engineer, E-Money. Check it out. If you're listening right now and you want to become part of Power 108.9
Unless you have
family,
some food.
all you got to do is email thepower1089@gmail.com. That is THEPOWER1089@gmail.com. Come on, bring your content, bring your show to the station. We got you.
Oh,
Yo,
yeah,
what up,
yeah,
powerful
yeah.
people? It's your favorite engineer, E-Money. Check it out. If you're listening right now and you want to become part of
I'm trying to get thick. I need to
108.9's family, all you got to do is
Other than
email
Starburst.
thepower1089@gmail.com. That is
Hey, Facebook.
THEPOWER1089@gmail.com. Come on, bring your content, bring your show.
I think I did
to
this
the
right. I did a
station.
watch
We got
party.
you.
So
Yo, what
that's
up, powerful
is that
people?
how it
It's your
works?
favorite
Okay.
engineer, E-Money. Check it out. If you're
folks.
listening right now and you want to become part of Power 108.9's family,
Welcome back. You're listening to the Unbroken Experience with Syndy B on Power 108.9. Today's show is brought to you by the Doc Spot. You can find them at thedocspot.com for doctors and business professionals on the go. And just to let you know a little bit more about them, if you own a practice and own an office facility and you need to rent that space out, make sure you go to thedocspot.com and list your office space, because there's plenty of people looking for space. Okay, Divine.
Hey, girl, hey.
In the building. You look so fabulous.
Thank you.
So beautiful.
Thank
Yeah. Yeah, so I put on my my post today, smart and sassy up in the building.
you. Okay. I'll take that.
Oh, yes, absolutely. So I want you to tell our listeners a little bit about yourself. You're from the DMV area, but what part? When you say DMV, I feel like it's like me. It's like me. I'm gonna let you tell where you are from first. But,
All parts.
Okay. Explain.
Washington, D.C.,
Okay.
Northern Virginia.
What part?
Went to school, Falls Church.
Okay.
Went to school in Maryland.
Okay, what
And
part?
lived in Alexandria. Bowie State.
Oh, you were all up
Yes,
over the
all
DMV
over,
area.
all
Are you
over.
familiar with Fredericksburg, Virginia?
I am.
That's where I'm from.
See, that's not DMV. That's Virginia.
Now I'll tell you this. I never claimed like the DMV area.
Yeah.
Never. I'm always Virginia. Virginia's for lovers. Northern Virginia
It's
kind of
for
thing.
lovers,
But
yes.
at the end of the day, it is only 45 minutes from DC.
That's true.
At the end of the day.
At
It-
the end of the day, without
and-
traffic.
Without
Without traffic. That traffic. 2
traffic is
days.
on another level though.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It is.
But that's where we had to go for some excitement.
Oh yeah.
Excitement.
Right.
There was no
Right.
excitement in Fredericksburg, Virginia. Yes, you can go to your history books and see us there on the battlefield. Not something I'm very proud of, okay? But all my family is from there. So give a little background. When did you move to Atlanta and what brought you here?
You know what really brought me here? Just a change. I wanted a change. I've been in, the DMV my entire life. I got tired of the snow.
Oh, yeah.
And, I just said, I want to make a move. So,
What year was that?
It was 2001.
Oh, so you've been here almost about the same amount of time
A
as I.
long time. Right.
Not
I've been
quite a Georgia peach,
Atlanta-fied.
but-
Not quite a peach.
Do you say finna?
I'm a nectarine.
Do you say finna?
I do.
Oh.
I say finna, but I say it like jokingly.
Okay,
I don't
okay.
say it like serious.
I
It's
have
not
committed.
really part of mine.
I have committed
Okay.
to not say finna. I've been here since '99. And I have held to that. I said once I say finna,
It's a wrap.
it's all claim Georgia peach from
Yes,
there.
yes. That's why I'm a Georgia nectarine. I'm not quite a peach
I got
yet.
you. I'll take that. I'll take
yeah.
that. So you needed a change.
Yes.
You're a mother of one?
Yes.
Girl, boy.
A girl. I have a
Aw.
24-year-old daughter.
Look at you.
And I have
Where
an
the hand
adult.
claps at? Yes.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. So obviously she was around at that point in time. How did you feel about moving her at that time? How old was she?
Maybe
like
five, somewhere
okay.
around there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
How did you feel about her moving? I guess they're kind of young. But
Yeah,
how did you feel?
I just made sure, I moved into an area with a good school system.
Okay.
So, she didn't notice.
Yeah, not at that age.
No.
They're quite resilient.
Right.
Children,
right.
I think, are resilient, period, but definitely at that age.
Exactly.
I think
Definitely.
we kind of put that weight on ourselves.
Uh-huh. We do.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, so you moved in 2001. And how long have you been an agent?
Actually, in 2001.
Look at you.
I moved here. I bought an investment property. And, at that time, everybody was buying and flipping and making crazy money. And I said, the real estate game in Atlanta, that's where I need to be. So I went and got, a real estate license and had it ever since. Almost 20 years. That's crazy, right?
That is
Yeah.
something to applaud
Yep.
because obviously my background is banking and finance on the loan officer side.
Nice.
My banking and finance started in 2001 for me. And then I stepped out as a loan officer, I think, in 2005.
Oh, okay.
So you and I both know how it felt with the market crash. Tell the people
girl.
not only how you survived that, but how you survived something that's going on right now, the coronavirus. And before that, it was, the economy crash. Before that, it was
Yeah.
something else. So tell how you survived that and how your advice to those now who are just experiencing so much change all of a sudden, how they can survive.
Okay. Well, how I survived it, I got out. That's how I survived it.
Yes.
I went right back to corporate America,
Okay.
but I still kept my license active. At the time it went bad, I was actually working for the developers of Atlantic Station. So
Okay.
I was selling
Ooh.
the residential real estate there.
Okay.
Was expecting to make more money than I can imagine.
Sure.
And then the bottom fell out. Boom. So I ended up going back into corporate America. I'm not
Okay.
one to weather a storm. I'm one to shift a focus elsewhere because I got to eat.
Right.
I got bundles to
Right.
buy.
Okay.
So, I shifted my focus back into corporate America. For those that are looking for advice, I say hang in there. It's not bad yet.
Yeah.
And, this coronavirus situation, it might blow over. The recession, we're not even in a recession yet. So I would say
Yeah.
save your coins, and weather the storm right now and see what happens.
Absolutely. I remember during that period of time of the economy drop, being a successful loan officer at that time, and I was young, I was in my early 20s. like maybe like 23, 24. I think something like that, maybe 25. I don't know. You know, when you get to a certain age, you just forget all of the ages. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
But I remember, so we know what a clear to close means, right?
Yes.
That means you solid.
You
Like
good to go.
You're good to go.
Yeah.
I had this when I knew it was for real. To receive a clear to close, but then a follow-up email saying you received it clear to close, but we do not have the funds to close. And I remember sitting on my office floor because I had at minimum one solid employee that I had to pay.
Wow.
And her livelihood, and I would never say her name ever in life, but I brought her out of the strip club.
Wow.
And all I could think about was, if she going to go back to that if I can't provide for her.
That's tough. Yeah.
Because to her, she was happy to be out.
Right.
And not that I knew that she was in that when I hired her, but she was so smart and just so driven and so, go hard. Anyway, I remember sitting on the floor crying, not because of me, but thinking, what does that mean for her?
Right.
And I knew right then, I was like, oh, this is for real.
Yeah.
You get a whole clear to close and you can't close. That's a whole situation
That's
for
when
me.
you know it's real. Yeah.
Yes. So I'll ask you this. So how is real estate? You getting back? Are you back in real estate now?
Yeah, I'm still in corporate America also.
Okay.
So I do both.
Okay,
Yeah.
excellent. A little bit of this, a little bit of that
Yeah.
to keep
Oh,
you know
yeah.
those streamlines coming
oh yeah,
in.
definitely.
Okay.
Multiple streams of income is very important because you never know what's going to happen, especially with when you're in corporate America.
You can get a layoff in a minute.
Any day. Yeah.
Any day.
Yep.
And I've experienced that as well. I've experienced the ups and downs of entrepreneurship, obviously. I have experienced the economy fall, and I've also experienced being laid off. When the economy dropped, I was, you know how they have that whole commission base.
Yeah.
So I had never experienced being laid off with a company.
Oh, okay.
But afterwards I did.
Wow.
Man. And I would say, you making that money, you better put some coins
Put
aside.
them aside, girl.
Put them aside. So you have your baby girl. Is she here locally? Or?
She is, yeah.
Lucky you.
She is.
Lucky you. I'm going to have to ask Miss Divine, is she a hovering mother?
I can be. I can be.
We're going to find out more. Is Miss Divine a hovering mother? And of course, we're going to make sure we answer your questions in terms of her experience on Ready to Love. And we've got that 7:30 crazy coming up for you at the 7:30 hour. Make sure you stay tuned in and share the love. Share. You listen to the Unbroken Experience with Syndy B on Power 108.9. And we'll be right back.
I'm laid back. You should have locked the seat. Yeah, I'm torn between the over here.
You're listening to Power 108.9, the station for the people. My powerful and pristine people, it's your boy E-Money, your favorite engineer. Check it out. If you want to get involved with Power 108.9 as far as partnerships and advertising, if you want to reach our 50,000 plus listeners and viewers per week, please email power1089ads@gmail.com. That's power1089ads@gmail.com. Speak to our marketing director so we can get you set up and ready to go. Let us help you reach your targeted audience and expand your brand.
Hey, it's Michael McFadden of Mornings with Michael and Friends, and right now you're checking out my girl Syndy B with the Unbroken Experience, right here on Power 108.9.
If you're a content creator, social media socialite, influencer, or simply love to record current events, you need the joystick. The joystick is an essential tool for every type of digital content creator. It holds 2 or more mobile phones or tablets, allowing users to stream and record hands-free on multiple apps simultaneously. And it's lightweight and portable. For more information or to purchase your joystick today, visit our website at www.joystick.com.
Yo, what up, powerful people? It's your favorite engineer, E Money. Check it out. If you're listening right now and you want to become part of Power 108.9's family, all you got to do is email thepower1089@gmail.com. That is THEPOWER1089@gmail.com. Come on, bring your content, bring your show to the station. We got you.
I want y'all to make some noise, kitty up. One more time. Say what?
Welcome back. You're listening to the Unbroken Experience with Syndy B on Power 108.9. We're playing a little go-go up in here tonight. That's right, because we got the whole DMV area. They're going to include me tonight. They're going to include me tonight.
Nah, I'm from Southeast, shouty. I don't have to say DMV.
He said
Don't
shouty.
start now. Exactly, because he's been in Atlanta for a very long time. Don't let me call you out. Hey, okay, so you're listening to the Unbroken Experience with Syndy B on Power 108.9, and I've got my girl in the building, Ms. Divine Blessing. Say hey to the people again.
Hey, people. Hey, girl. Hey.
Hey. So listen, so we've talked about her bossness as a licensed real estate agent here in Atlanta. But if you have been following her and tuning into her, you may notice her as a familiar face on the hit reality TV show on OWN's network called Ready to Love, hosted by our favorite nephew, Tommy. And I'll tell you this, Divine. You were one of my faves.
Hey.
Because you represented class.
Thank you.
I'm anyone who knows me, I'm a classy kind of individual. And it appeared that you came on knowing who you were riding for and you weren't trying to jump around. Explain your experience on Ready to Love.
Oh, wow. It was something.
Okay.
It was a trip.
Okay.
It was a lot. One thing that I'm not used to doing is, if I'm dating someone, seeing everyone else that he's dating.
Okay.
That was tough for me because I'm a little territorial. So, I'm like, we could meet in 5 minutes. Oh, you mine.
Okay.
I mean, not really,
I got
not
what
really,
you're saying.
but
I get what you're saying.
you don't. That's the difficult part of it. And the other thing is, I did date quite a few of the guys. They just didn't show.
Got it.
That.
Okay.
But I was more focused on 2 men on the
Sure.
show. But I did date quite a few. Of
Okay,
them.
because I was, I know we all know who you had your eyes on. That was London at the time, and I remember watching, and I thought it was cool because if you really know that you're into someone, don't be bothered with the company of other people that you're just passing time with.
Right.
However, on the flip side, I'm a big advocate as a single woman to remain single until there's a conversation had that we are exclusive.
Absolutely.
And no one else. So tell me this. What is your definition of dating?
Definition of dating, I would say getting to know someone, going out on dates, and getting to know someone.
Okay.
And it's up to you if it's intimacy involved or not. But I would say getting to know someone.
Does it involve exclusivity?
No.
Thank you, Jesus.
No.
Thank you, Jesus.
No.
Thank you. And I feel like with you having that mentality, it was the reason why you were able to handle the dynamics that took place on Ready to Love.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. So when you're committed to someone, how does that conversation or how does that look? How do you know? Because my point for asking that is, I know a lot of single women who are like, we went out on 10 dates, we together, you know, without having the conversation. How does that work for you?
You know, for me, I make it clear. And if you watch the show, especially on a finale,
Yeah.
I looked them in the eye and I said, so we go together? You know,
Yes.
I need it spelled out. It needs to be clear.
Clear.
It needs to be stated. Never assume. Never make the assumption that you're the only one and that you're a couple. You have to clarify.
I love that.
Yeah.
So my husband and I will be married 10 years this year.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes.
I was married once before, early 20s. But this one, I'll fight you over him.
I know that's right.
Okay.
Yes.
But I remember telling him during our dating period, we're not exclusive. We have the right to see whomever we want to, but we were seeing quite a bit of each other.
Right.
And I remember telling him the day, like, please don't assume that we're together.
Exactly.
Please have a conversation with me so that you'll know that I choose to have obligations set upon me.
All right now.
What do you think about that?
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree 100% with that.
And I think that more women, I say, but don't get me wrong, there are men who feel the same way.
Oh, definitely.
They will make you lock down without your permission in a minute because you went out on 13 dates. But my thing is, unless you ask my permission to be obligated to you,
Right.
you cannot claim me.
Oh, ask permission.
Yes.
I love that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ask my permission. There's a whole lot that comes to a relationship.
Right.
There's the calling at night if you don't live together. You know, good night, good morning. You know.
When you were seeing him, were you actively dating other people?
Okay, so that at that point in time, no.
Okay.
But my experience before him, I was actively. I might have one like guy I really liked, but to keep my emotions in check,
Right.
I would still make myself date because we weren't official.
Okay.
But that can get you in trouble.
Yeah, it can. That's why I was asking.
It can get you in trouble.
Yeah.
So there's the balance between you. I think you said that you're not a serial dater.
Correct.
And then back then, it was that where I'm going to be single unless you ask my permission. But you can really connect to more than one people, do you think? At one time.
You know, I think it depends on the person.
Okay.
I think it depends on the person because for me to connect with someone, I have to give them at least 75%.
Okay.
So
Okay.
if there's 3 people and each person is getting 33 and a third %, I'm not going to connect with either one of
But
them.
let me give you an example. My story. You got your guy, your main guy. You might give a couple other people about 5 to 10% of you. But you got your main guy.
Right.
Then you fall out. For whatever reason. It may not be anything like disrespectful or major. It's just
Okay.
like you
Yep.
don't really like the way he moved.
Right.
You're single, so you can't really be mad, but you in your feelings about
Right.
it.
Okay.
You put him on pause.
Uh-huh.
And in the pause moment, you start entertaining other people.
Ooh.
And then someone that you didn't expect
Okay.
just snags that, not your heart,
Right.
but those feelings for a minute.
Okay. Mr. Goodbar sliding in. Okay.
Sliding on up in there.
Right. Okay.
But you haven't fully cut number 1 off.
Right.
But you just putting them on pause. And now you got number 2.
Oh. Okay.
That's what I'm talking. That's the trouble I'm talking about.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a dilemma.
Have you ever been in that scenario?
I have actually.
Explain.
Yes,
Without
I have
saying
been in
names.
that situation. Okay, I was in a situation. We were, back and forth, hot and cold, and then Mr. Goodbar popped up
Yes.
out of nowhere. Wasn't even my type, actually. But, I was intrigued by him. But then in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, is this a rebound guy? What is this? What's going on? And then, main dude was like, we started communicating again and talking about getting back together.
Yes.
And I'm like, uh-oh,
Yes.
I have him over here that I like too.
Yes.
What do I do? But I ended up going with main guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we usually do.
Right.
But we have to do it in a sort of kind of way that it doesn't make him disappear.
Exactly. But guess what?
What?
Main guy ended up being a bad decision.
That's okay.
I know.
Well, obviously
but
you
then
regrouped.
the other guy wasn't available anymore.
Dang.
Yeah.
And that's the gamble of it all with
Yeah, for
dating.
sure.
So that's why I don't fully go away from how I feel. Like, I do feel like women or men who are single should live a single life.
Right.
Right? However, you got to be careful with that, because you can be tied up in a situation and miss who you're supposed to be with because you juggling all over the place.
Right.
So it's like that balance between it all, between being single, not only seeing that person until they commit, you know, especially when you've had multiple dates and you've expressed that you want a committed relationship and they're not quite giving that to you, then I really feel like you either have to have the backbone to withstand that waiting period, which I don't have that. I don't have the withstand while you figure it out.
Oh yeah, me either.
Listen, I don't have that.
Right.
Or, you know, you have to just take the L. You know, take the whatever the dice rolls. Like, you know what? I'm single and he hasn't committed to me, but I'm gonna just give him my all. I don't know nothing about that now.
But you know, I've never dated multiple guys, because the question is, who do you give the goodies to?
Oh, I want to talk some more about that.
Yeah.
I want to talk about how in the world are you single and you don't date multiple guys. I'm going to talk about that so you can explain, because I know a lot of people like that. And I want them to hear your perspective, maybe hear my little 2 cents, you know, about it. But listen, before we talk about that, we've got that 7:30 crazy coming up for you at the 7:30 hour. When we come back, you're listening to the Unbroken Experience with Syndy B on Power 108.9, and we'll be right back. Hey, Griff! How you doing? Hey, Griff! How you doing, Griff? Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much.
Yo, what up, powerful people? It's your favorite engineer, E-Money. Check it out. If you're listening right now and you want to become part of Power 108.9's family, all you got to do is email thepower1089@gmail.com. That is THEPOWER 1089@gmail.com. Come on, bring your content, bring your show to the station. We got you.
Yo, it's Michael McFadden for our friends over at Credit Building Professionals. You know what they do? They help their clients achieve better credit. How? Late payments, fraud, liens, charge-offs, student loans. They do it all. Get results in 30 to 90 days, and it's very simple to contact them. Hit them up on their website, creditbuildingprofessionals.com, or give them a call, 678-447-2012. Once again, 678-447-2012. Tell them you heard it on Power 108.9. What up, Credit Craig? Yo, looking for a new house? Guess what? You're going to need some money to do it. That's why you need to holler at my man Alvin Jameson over there at New American Funding. Yeah, they do it all. New home loans, first-time home buyers, refinances, investment properties, whatever it is, you're going to need some money. Hit them up. New American Funding, Alvin Jameson. Check them out, alvinjameson.com. Alvin like the chipmunk and Jameson like that fine whiskey. Or you can give them a call, 404-587-9033. Once again, 404-587-9033. Tell them you heard it on Power 108.9. Let's go.
You're listening to Power 108.9, the station for the people. My powerful and pristine people, it's your boy E-Money, your favorite engineer. Check it out. If you want to get involved with Power 108.9 as far as partnerships and advertising, if you want to reach our 50,000 plus listeners and viewers per week, please email power1089ads@gmail.com. That's power1089ads@gmail.com. Speak to our marketing director so we can get you set up and ready to go. Let us help you reach your targeted audience and expand your brand.
Hey, it's Michael McFadden of Mornings with Michael and Friends, and right now you're checking out my girl Syndy B with the Unbroken Experience right here on Power 108.9.
And Here we go.
Call me crazy one more time.
Laughing while he does it. He turns to me and he says, "Why so serious?"
Boy, you so crazy.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe.
You ain't seen no sign of him being crazy, deranged.
Welcome back. You're listening to the Unbroken Experience with Syndy B on Power 108.9. And I've got my girl in the building, Miss Divine Blessings. You ready for this 7:30 crazy?
Let's go for it.
All right. This is from the Shade Room. You know, they can be real shady now.
Oh, Lord.
All right. So this is about, I don't know if you've heard it, Ice-T's wife, Coco.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard about what I'm about to say?
No.
Okay. Good.
Big booty Caucasian.
That's
Ice
right.
Coco. Okay.
That's right.
Got
That's
it.
right. Big
Okay.
booty girl. Big booty girl. Mm-hmm. All right. So she says, she does a post. It says, I know the moms out there will appreciate this pic. I've been getting a lot of props in the breastfeeding community and get tons of emails from women, moms appreciating me bringing light to the subject. I write a baby blog about my journey with Chanel, and soon I will write about what it's like to continue. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Boob time with a 4-year-old.
Oh, Lord.
I get tons and tons of requests that want me to speak on it. At this point in nursing, it's just for comfort. And believe me, the girl loves meat. So it's not like she isn't eating real food. Thank you to all that understand my view. I see most of you are so eager to side with me, and I too root for you in your journey as well. Us moms are connected, but I got to read one comment. Someone stated, I'm curious, when is it time to stop breastfeeding? My grandmother breastfed her oldest son until he was 9 years old. But will you still be breastfeeding when she's 15 or 16 years old if she asks? And Coco says, I say, when she is ready, she will let me know.
I can't.
Okay, Divine. Is breastfeeding until you're 4 years old and above 7:30 crazy? Or what are your thoughts? You can elaborate if you want.
That is 7:30 crazy.
Come on now.
I mean, at 4 years old, it's a girl. She can go downstairs, walk down the stairs, and open up the refrigerator and grab a beer and pop it open at 4 years old.
She could do a whole situation. Okay, so listen, yes. Oh my gosh. So listen, I am not opposed to feeding your child breastfed milk. Mm-hmm. But you can put that in a sippy cup.
Exactly.
A whole cup. Mm-hmm. At 4 years old, she can do a whole cup with a straw.
Right. That's too much. That's just,
Can you please, help me out?
I can't. I'm
is there
speechless.
something to that?
I'm speechless. I mean, I understand, the mother-child bond, and sometimes it may be hard to detach.
Okay.
Because there's also, some people have their kids in the bed with them. They sleep with them because,
right.
Detachment issues.
Right.
But of someone almost school age, nursery school age, going and, sucking on the boob, it's too much. I think when you can't hold the kid or cradle the kid anymore, and the kid, that's when, it's time to cut back.
I think there's a lot of other options other than attaching that child to your nip.
Right, there are. And there's other ways to bond with your child other than breastfeeding them.
Thank you. Let's expand the child's horizons.
Yes.
Beyond being attached to your nip. You can still give him or her the nutrients of your breast milk. Okay. Put that thing in a bottle or a sippy cup. At 4 years old, they're drinking a whole sippy cup, probably a doggone McDonald's cup with a straw. At that point in time, we got other options to open you up for other options of bonding outside of that. To me personally, I feel like you're missing something else. That's me.
Right. And
That's
it's
me.
not even breastfeeding at that point. At that point, you're just sucking a titty.
Listen,
it's
thank
not
you.
even breastfeeding at that
It's
point.
not because
Right.
no, I agree 100% because they have capabilities of all realms at that point in time. That's our 7:30 crazy, y'all. I'm sorry, Coco. We love you, but it's 7:30 crazy for us. I'm sorry. You got other options, and still give them your breastfed milk. Okay? You listen to the Unbroken Experience with Syndy B on Power 108.9, and we'll be right back.
I like the spread so far. Do you hear me?
You know what I mean?
I like the spread so far.
Oh, yeah? I appreciate that.
Can I help you with anything?
You can open up some stuff?
It's a little hard. I need a little help. It's straining.
Oh, yeah?
It's just hard.
Look at you.
Thank you. You're so strong. Wow.
Girl, stop.
What are you looking for, London?
Thing about it is, I've done it all. I'm about to be 42 years old. I need somebody solid. Whether you're an alpha male, alpha female, you all want to have somebody that got your back. Period. So that's really what I'm looking for. Loyalty, respect, equally yoked, all that good stuff.
I was like, woo, a breakthrough, because typically our interaction is...
Welcome back. You're listening to the Unbroken Experience with Syndy B on Power 108.9. And I've got my girl, Miss Divine Blessings, in the building. Say hey to the people.
Hey, peeps.
Give them a little bit, those who are just tuning in, a little bit more background about yourself.
Oh, well, I am Divine Blessings.
That's right.
Real estate agent extraordinaire in Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Reality TV star on OWN Network. That's about it. No.
That's a whole lot.
Working
We'll
on a
take all of that.
podcast soon. We'll talk about that.
Yes, we're about to talk about that.
All right.
In just a minute. I want to know why you did the name change. Can I talk about that?
Sure.
Okay, good. But before we talking about that, I want to talk. I want to get into where some of us ATLians have known you from, and that's the show Ready to Love. So we played a clip right before we came in, and London said he was looking for loyalty. From what I saw with you, so I got a twofold question. What I saw with you, you're definitely a down girl, loyal type of chick.
Right. No, sorry.
But is there, so I want you to explain that.
Okay.
What loyalty means to you, but also is loyalty sometimes taken too far? So explain what loyalty means to you first.
I mean, loyalty means to me is, you know, you're being honest and truthful with the person that you're with. You're being loyal, of course, and you're dedicated and you're all in.
When are you not all in?
When you're not all in.
So, because to me, this is how I feel with loyalty. If you say, "I'm divine," no matter what, I'm loyal to you. That means I hold you down, whether we on good terms or not. So, what does that mean to you?
I mean, you know what? I'm a loyal person. Okay. So I'm loyal to people that deserve me being loyal to them.
Thank you.
Not everybody is worthy. And I feel if somebody is loyal to me and someone has my back, then I'm going to have their back also. Not everybody's worthy, but
how do you determine who's worthy though? I
think it's a gut feeling. Okay. You know on the inside if this is somebody you're going to be loyal to. Whether it's girlfriends, whether it's, boyfriend, whether it's a guy you're dating, whether it's a stranger. You can be loyal to a stranger.
I agree.
You can be loyal, you know on the inside who you are willing to ride for. And I think it's levels to it also.
I agree. So my thing was back in the day, I'm like, I was that loyal chick. If I'm down for you, no matter what, I'm down. But as I grew and evolved and matured and had a lot more understanding to me, I'm more loyal to principles.
Right.
Than a person.
People. Yeah.
Yes. Because people can use that to their advantage.
Absolutely.
Oh, we from the hood.
Yeah.
You ain't down? No, nigga, I'm not.
Exactly. Right.
I'm not.
Right.
Because that doesn't feed into any kind of purpose. Me being loyal to what you got going, not to you, but to what you got going on right now, serves no kind of positive purpose at all.
Right. Right.
Yeah, you have some comments coming from social media. Shout out to my man Stan. He made a comment, and I'm going to kind of paraphrase it right here. And from a male perspective, he says that he definitely believes in dating one person at a time. He says that dating multiple people, he says each person, each one will have something that attracted you to them. He says that I feel that one person you decide to date deserves the percent of you with no distractions at all.
All right.
Is that fair?
I'm going to let Divine answer that first in her perspective.
I agree to a certain extent, but it's basically what you two agree upon, and then you just have to fill off the other person's vibe also.
Yeah. I think you definitely have to feel the vibe. But Stan, how do you date? Not exclusive. How do you date one at a time? That's my whole dilemma. How do you date successfully one at a time? Because all your eggs are in that basket.
But what if, okay. So, for me, I'm a date one person type of person because I can't waste my time. So if there is I know on the first date, or at least at the longest, the second date, if there's potential for a future with this person. If it's not, I cut it off. It's no need for me to continue dating him. So I don't need to date multiple people because I know immediately from phone conversations, if this person is going to be around for date 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I don't have the mental bandwidth to juggle multiple men.
But why don't you have that? Because to me, if you're looking at it from the perspective of, oh, we're just going to dinner, oh, we're just going to the movies, oh, we're just going to go hike this mountain, whatever your date preference. Don't take me on no date for no mountain, okay?
Right.
But some people are like that.
Yeah.
But how, if you're just looking at it for, I'm coming to get to know you, but not thinking the long term at the moment. I'm talking about maybe the first 2 to 5 dates.
Mm-hmm.
How can you only see one person and you don't even know if y'all are compatible or not?
Because I think people have different purposes as to why they date.
Sure.
You know, some people will date and their end game is sex. Some people will date and their end game is just, I just want companionship.
Sure.
And some people will date and their end game is a future in marriage.
Okay.
So if it's, you know, the first two and it's just a casual situation, then okay, they're just going to go eat. I'm looking for companionship. I'm looking to hang out. Then that's fine. But if you're dating with the purpose of something long term and marriage, and you know by date 2 that this person, okay, you know, I didn't notice he was cockeyed. I know he's cockeyed. I can't marry somebody that's cockeyed. Or he laughed hard and he's missing a tooth
that's
back
a whole
here.
Lot. Yeah,
and I can't marry somebody with a tooth missing. But I'm just hanging out, so I'm gonna continue dating him in that case. But if you're dating with the purpose of marriage and something permanent and long term, why waste that person's time?
I agree with that. Okay, so I agree with you on that because I'll give an example in a minute. But I think that if you are on a date with someone, right, and you're like, you personally are like, you know what, he's snacking too, you know, or he's not, you know, he's not financially where I would like him to be, and I've experienced it. I went down that road. I'm really not trying. I'm not built for that. All of that is okay. And if you decide to continue to go out with that person because it's a good time, a good laugh, or whatever, that's on you, and that's not okay. But during the get to know period where you're not sure, and they're not saying to you, look, you're the only one I'm seeing. I really would like to see us go XYZ, and then you're on the same page. I feel like as a single person, you have the right, you know. And so the scary part, I guess I should say, is when you put all your eggs in one basket and you don't know where they stand, even though you might be like, oh, I'm all in.
Right.
Then you're emotionally vulnerable to someone that you don't have the right to be vulnerable to.
Absolutely. And I think the key words that you mentioned was you don't know where they stand.
Okay.
And I think if you guys have a mutual understanding, if you're on the same page, because those things should be discussed prior to, or at least by date 3. Okay. What's your end game?
Okay.
You know what I mean? If on the first date, his end game is, hey, I'm not looking for a commitment, I'm not looking for a relationship, and you know that that's your end game and that's your goal and that's the purpose that you're dating, then okay, then you guys aren't on the same page. You're wasting each other's time. You're just dating for meals.
I like that you said, and that's what I was trying to get to, because you have to be on the same page, because I'm down with the only seeing one person. When you really know you're on the same page, you're not at the exclusive part yet.
Right.
But we on the same wavelength. Like, let's take me and my husband, for example. We were not exclusive, and we were seeing each other, and I think it was about day 3, 4. You know,
34?
3 or 4.
Okay.
Sorry, not 34. Not 34, but 3 or 4, where I said to him, listen, you're the only one that I'm seeing right now. I want him to know it's right now, that it could change at any point.
Right.
But right now, you're the only one that I'm seeing, and when I get tired of that, I'll let you know.
Right.
That's pretty much what I told him. Like, I wanted him to know that I'm all into him.
Right.
But at any time, it could change if I see that you are just not vibing on the same wavelength.
For sure.
And I think communication is important.
Right.
Don't
and
you
I think I do. And I think that, you know, if you're single, keeping your options, there's nothing wrong with keeping your options open.
Yeah.
And for me personally, if I'm dating someone, you know, and we're not, you know, a couple, it hasn't been determined that we're a couple, my options are open.
Yeah.
Would I refuse if someone pulled up on me? Would I refuse and say, no, I'm focusing on this guy? No. However, for me, just because of my bandwidth of my mind, I can't juggle multiple guys. I have tried, you know. Guy number 1 would tell me one time, he said, oh, I'm, you know, fixing my deck at my house. And then, you know, I talked to guy number 2. I'm like, hey, did you finish your deck? And he's like, no, it wasn't me. You know, one had a
you
son.
mixing it all
I'm
the way
getting
up.
the sons and the daughters mixed up. One mother was in the hospital. How's your mom doing? My mother's been dead for 3 years.
You can't
You
keep
got me
track.
confused. I can't keep track.
Gotcha. You know your lane, basically.
Exactly. And then, you know, if again, my end game, I've always been just a relationship person.
Okay.
So, you know, if I'm juggling multiple guys, my focus is not going to be on getting to know and growing with someone.
Understood.
Yeah, I have to be driven and focused. But that's not to say that I'm closed off to other guys that would approach me, because I'm not going to miss a blessing or miss someone that's actually meant for me. By, you know, dating someone that's just playing games either.
How do you determine, like, what's for you? What has been either your personal experience or what you see from your friends or close associates, the biggest challenge in dating as a single woman? We're women, but you can say man too. But what do you say is the biggest challenge?
Wow, it's so many. I would say, you know, the biggest challenge has been mainly consistency, as well as connection.
Okay.
Connection.
Explain.
You know, and connection and chemistry is two different things. You can have chemistry with, you know, anyone. You can find something, one or two things in common with them and have a chemistry. But true connection, where you guys are vibing off of each other. He has 80% or 8 out of the 10 factors that you're looking for on your virtual list that you have in your head. You know, he doesn't possess any of your non-negotiables, and you're moving in the right direction and proceeding forward with the same goal.
Okay.
So that's what's typically hard that I found just in talking to friends, and even, you know, my situation when single, that, you know, it's like, okay, he meets all of these qualifications, but something is missing.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have a question for you. I had someone send me a message, I think within the last couple of weeks. It wasn't a new message. I've heard it before, about choosing a man that loves you more than you love him. What are your thoughts on that?
I think that, you know, how does that work? Because if he has that mindset also, and you have that mindset, how do you know? How do you gauge how much someone loves you against how much you love them? What is the scale?
Right.
I don't understand that.
Well,
is it that if you walk away, he's going to fight for you, and if he walks away, you're not going to fight for him?
Right.
I don't understand what the scale is.
We're on the same boat in
right.
that. Because I've been in scenarios where I've had a great guy, I've been attracted to them, they're a great guy on paper, blah blah blah, but they just didn't do it for me, and I knew they would go to the ends of the earth for me.
Right.
But I just ran all over them, man. And not that I want to.
Right.
It's just that for me, I personally have to have a respect level for you as a man.
Absolutely.
In terms of, like, you're not going to let me treat you any kind of way.
Right.
Because I don't know if it's, well, for me, it's consciously, but for some, it's subconsciously, where if we're talking about the long term, I need to know that if I'm wrong, you're going to say that I'm wrong.
Right. Not a yes man.
Yeah. So so have you ever dated someone where you felt like, I know that they love me beyond nobody's business, but you just couldn't make it happen because you just weren't into them?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Yes, indeed. And I don't think, the thing is, I don't think that person loves you more than you love them. I just think that's a characteristic of that person.
Okay.
I think that person is more, you know, they're just not an alpha type of personality. Maybe they might be weak, maybe they might be insecure, but I don't think that that's a measure of love.
Okay.
I just think that person could be just insecure.
That's
that
who they
person,
are.
you could be the most beautiful person that this man has ever dated, that he thought you was out of his league, so he doesn't want to lose you.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that he loves you more than you love him. He could be infatuated.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I know my particular experience. He was an alpha guy. A lot of women wanted him. And I liked him. Don't get me wrong. Like, I loved being around him, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
But at the end of the day, I knew he couldn't lock me all the way down.
Right. Oh, yeah.
No
Definitely
matter, he
had
could have
that.
locked 800 women
Right,
down.
right.
But I knew that he couldn't lock me down. And I'm the kind of woman where if I don't have boundaries,
Yeah.
that's not a good thing. I need boundaries.
Right.
I need to know, because I set my own boundaries. I set my boundaries with friends, family, etc. And I need you to set boundaries too. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
So what are your thoughts on, I have a friend.
Uh-huh.
She's a New Yorker.
Oh, New Yorker.
New
I
Yorker.
love New Yorkers.
Oh my God. She's my only New Yorker friend that I can tame, not even tame, but like understand.
Right, right.
But, when it comes to her, she likes a certain kind of guy. And the certain kind of guy that she likes is, in my opinion, not marriage material.
Oh, okay.
So what are your thoughts on if you have a friend or if you've been in the position where I'm going to ask you that, but I think we have a caller. I want to know if you've experienced it or a friend has experienced where they like a certain kind of guy and it doesn't fit the path that they want to be on. But we have a caller. You're tuning in to the Unbroken Experience with Syndy B on Power 108.9. Who's calling? Hello. Hey. I can hear you now. Who's calling? Speaker.
This is Stan.
Hey, Stan.
Hey.
What you got for us?
All right. My question is, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
All right. My question is, if you dating multiple people, and how can you get to know them if you're only given a certain amount of yourself?
I got you. Okay, so we're gonna answer you. I'm gonna let Miss Divine ask first, because she's my special guest. She gets the first word. Okay, Divine, did you get his question?
I did.
Okay.
You know what? I'm with you, Stan. Stan, we are here. We are right here, Stan. I feel you. And that's kind of why I limit the number of people that I date at a certain time, because I can't. For me personally, I can't focus. I can't give a lot of myself. It's too much of a distraction for me to date multiple guys. However, again, it goes back to what purpose are you dating? Are you dating for companionship? Are you dating to find a spouse? Are you dating, for sex? It happens.
Yeah.
So I guess it depends on what you're dating. I mean, depending on the reason, you don't need to give 100%. You can give 20%. If you're just looking for companionship, and again, your end game is to smash, then how much of yourself do you really need to give? All you need to give is some conversation and have that attraction there. So I think it depends on the purpose as to why you're dating. And most women, once we find someone that we feel is the one, and all the other guys are going to just gradually disappear and fall back. We'll push them on the back burner anyway. So with women, if we know that we have someone that we can build with, those other guys are going to disappear.
You better speak. And that is the truth and nothing but the truth. Because I did a post recently. It was like a little quote, and I don't remember exactly verbatim how I said it, but basically it was like, if you went on a date with a woman, and it could have been a great date, and then you've been texting, and she's so busy. After that, move on.
Exactly.
Move on.
Keep it
because
moving.
the way that most women, not all women, but the way, and you let me know how you feel, the way that most women are built, if she feel like that connection is there, like you said, connection, or he's that guy, everybody's shut down.
Everybody's shut down. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yes.
Everybody's shut down. So, Stan, I would say, if you're single, I don't know if you're single and dating or whatever, if she's not checking on you, who gonna check me, boo? If she not checking you, boo, and seeing what you got going on and checking on what you got going on, it doesn't mean that it couldn't evolve into that, but she definitely didn't feel it initially. And I would say, as a single person, do not invest your time in someone like that. And that's when you got to exercise your single rights. okay? Because they have not given you any reason to settle down and to lock it down. Like you at home and you don't know where he or she at. What's she doing? They ain't checked on you all day. And about 11:59 p.m., they're like, what you doing, babe?
Girl.
Listen, I'm not here for it. I'm not here for it at all.
That's how you get blocked.
Listen.
That's how you get blocked.
I remember, and I was young. I was probably like 20 years old. And a guy texts, we had a great, I think maybe 1 or 2 outings or something like that. Mm-hmm. And then all day went by and he gonna call me. There was no texting back then, but you know, he gonna call me at almost 11 o'clock at night. I said, you had all day.
Right.
You didn't think to call me? I was like,
Where
you can call.
Bruh?
Okay. I said, you can call me at regular people hours.
Right. Mm-mm.
And he fell all the way in line after that.
Oh, good.
And I was only 20. He was much older than me at that time.
Okay. You got to get them together.
I had to put him all the way together.
Right.
Like, listen, I ain't the one. Okay. Listen. I hope Miss Divine sticks around for the What Was Sin Say. When we come back, you're listening to the Unbroken Experience with Syndy B on Power 108.9. And we'll be right back.
Get them together. Get them together, girl.
Sure. Listen, I already said we might shut it down. But I was hoping she would stay for What Was Sin Say because I want to hear her opinion.
I want to know what Sin is going to say.
But you got to be a part of Sin Say. So what was Sin Say? I like it. I might get email.
Uh-huh.
And we give our opinion.
Oh, cool. I like it.
Yo, what up, powerful people? It's your favorite engineer, E-Money. Check it out. If you're listening right now and you want to become part of Power 108.9's family, all you got to do is email thepower1089@gmail.com. That is THEPOWER1089@gmail.com. Come on, bring your content, bring your show to the station. We got you.
Yo, it's Michael McFadden for our friends over at Credit Building Professionals. You know what they do? They help their clients achieve better credit. How? Late payments, fraud, liens, charge-offs, student loans. They do it all. Get results in 30 to 90 days, and it's very simple to contact them. Hit them up on their website, creditbuildingprofessionals.com, or give them a call, 678-447-2012. Once again, 678-447-2012. Tell them you heard it on Power 108.9. What up, Credit Craig? Yo, looking for a new house? Guess what? You're going to need some money to do it. That's why you need to holler at my man Alvin Jameson over there at New American Funding. Yeah, they do it all. New home loans, first-time home buyers, refinances, investment properties, whatever it is, you're going to need some money. Hit them up. New American Funding, Alvin Jameson. Check them out, alvinjameson.com. Alvin like the chipmunk and Jameson like that fine whiskey. Or you can give them a call, 404-587-9033. Once again,
like coughing and throat clearing.
Spray yourself. Spray your
Lysol.
Tell them you heard it on Power 108.9. Let's go.
We don't care nothing about them allergies.
That cough sound like it was in the lung.
Okay. We are not here for it.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, from across the nation and around the world,
your mentor, your coach, your sensei. Listen close. This is What Would Sin Say?
Welcome back. You're listening to the Unbroken Experience with Syndy B on Power 108.9. Today's What Would Sin Say is brought to you by Concern Home Care, where our patients are our number one concern. You can call them at 404-500-1623 or visit them at concern-atl.com. Michael, what you got for us today?
All right, here we go. I have a huge problem in my marriage. Not me. This is What Would Sin Say.
Oh, okay.
I'm in my early 30s, no kids, married 6 months. After 3 years being together, my husband is one of those nice conservative guys that are too polite and meek for my liking. I like a confident and strong person. He's more insecure. She says that I'm not sure I was realistic when I married him because that's not my type, although I love him. My issue is that he is not an initiator. Context, I was a hoe before him.
Dang.
He was a virgin. And I barely dated. And no, I'm sorry. He was a virgin and barely dated. I need him to throw me against the wall and be aggressive, but he'd rather kiss me on my forehead and be emotional. Can this change? Or am I the problem?
Okay, Divine, what's your thoughts?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so he was a virgin and she was a hoe. Where did she find him? That's crazy. No, I mean, she knew what she married. No, you can't change that man. I mean, you married him for better, for worse, for weak, for strong, for virgin and or for slinging a ding-a-ling or what. I mean, no, get out the marriage if you're not happy. I mean, you can't change him. If he's a timid, laid-back, weak man, you can't change who he is. It is what it is. She either needs to adapt or bounce.
Agreed. But first of all, my question is, it took you 3 years to figure that out.
Right.
Now, come on now. And I could see if you said you were together 6 months.
Right.
But you've been together 3 years, married 6 months. So I'm feeling like there was another purpose for you getting married. Mm-hmm. I do not know. That's an assumption. But, ma'am, you did that. So you're going to stay in it. You like it and you love it. And if not, just go on and get out of it because he can't throw you up against the wall the way that you like it.
Hey, I need help. I'm engaged to a guy that's currently in prison. We were engaged before he went in. We've been together for 4 years, but sometimes I want to leave him completely. What should I do? Sign Phaedra Parks.
You a mess. I cannot take you today. I cannot. Okay, Divine, what's your thoughts?
Oh my gosh. I mean, how long is he facing? That's a big factor. Is he getting out in 6 months or is he serving a life sentence?
Right.
If he's getting out soon, then, hang in there. I heard the felon ding-a-ling is on point.
Hey.
Felon Bay might,
Hey, put it down when he come on out.
Exactly. But, she has to do what's best for her. She doesn't feel like waiting. Get out the situation or date. Do your thing until he gets out.
I agree. So I need to know how long he's going to be in.
Right.
Because if my husband, then you better not ever go in. Don't do nothing, okay? Don't do nothing. But I will hold him all the way down. I don't care how long time. But that's only because he's put in his work. Mm-hmm. And he's put in his time when it comes to us and his family. However, before him, I'd be like, I'm not built for that. I am not built for the time unless maybe a year, max 2.
Yeah.
But you got 5 or more, I'll hold you down, but I'm dating.
Exactly. And there's too many factors. What is he in there for?
Okay.
Did he
Did I
he
know?
get pulled over by a suspended license? Did he beat somebody because they disrespected you?
That part.
Or did he rape somebody?
That part.
What is he in there for?
We need more details, ma'am, to let you know whether you should hold him down or not.
Right.
Okay, sorry. That's all we got.
When is it acceptable to turn your spouse down for sex?
Ooh, Divine.
Ooh, you go first.
Okay, as a married woman, this is what I say. I do not tell him no. I be like, how about the morning? I don't tell him no, but I will say, wake me up in the morning. I just, now, if he was like a whole nympho or like sex addict or something, I don't know how I would respond, but he's a normal guy. Okay, twice, and not put my business out. Twice a week, we good. And it is, why you make that face? Divine, speak on it.
Twice a week and we're good.
That's not good?
No.
Oh, well, listen. He good with it. Like, he's good. Like,
Right.
listen, if he was trying to do more, then we'd probably negotiate.
Right.
But listen, he's doggone almost 50 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I'm almost 40. And he good with it. So
Right.
this is my situation.
Right,
My
right.
situation. A lot of marriages I know are going once a month or maybe more.
Oh my God.
Oh, you ain't know that?
No.
Oh, I'm gonna need you to know.
No wonder so many married men in my inbox.
Absolutely, 100%, 100%.
Wow.
So now this is what I would say. When you're married I'm not experienced as far as married 20 years and above, right?
Yeah.
But in my experience, having an 8 and a 9-year-old twice a week is a great thing.
Yeah, you tired.
You tired. And I don't tell him no. I'll be like, wake me up in the morning. I just know, like, let me get these 3-4 hours right quick. And knowing that he could be knocked out any other day. He could be knocked out any other day. He ready.
Right.
If I said morning, he gonna wake up.
He's setting that alarm clock.
Before, he don't even need to set an alarm clock.
Right.
He might have to be gone by 5:30 in the morning.
Right.
Trust me.
Oh my
Any other day he'll be
goodness.
snoring. That particular morning he's up, and I'm down for that. Whatever he's down for, I'm down for that. But I wouldn't know how to deal with someone who's like 5 days a week or 7 days a week.
Yeah.
What you want?
I mean, I wouldn't. The only time I would say no is if I'm sick or it's that time of the month.
Sure.
Other than that, a few times a day.
Okay, now. I'm dead, and I'm all the way gone. We signing out. You listening
Moving
to
on.
the...
No, got one more. Got one more. One more question.
Oh, we gonna talk. Let me write that down right quick.
One more question.
She said a few times a day.
Yes.
You ready?
I'm ready.
How would you
I gotta write this
feel
down
if
now.
your spouse or significant other had an emotional affair that they hid from you?
Oh my gosh, Divine, what you say?
Oh man. Call the flower shop. Send them to the funeral home. Somebody gotta die.
Yeah.
That's awful. You know what? I would prefer a one-hitter quitter physical situation than an emotional affair.
Yeah.
The emotional affair stings a little bit more than the physical.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We would have problems.
I'm
really.
with you. I'm with you on that. That
Yeah.
would devastate me.
Right.
You slip up. We had, whatever was going on at home or our particular period of time, and you slipped up, got a little bit vulnerable. I can work with that.
Right.
But this ongoing thing, I'm like, okay, so now I got a whole person I need to deal with.
Exactly.
That's not a one-time thing, and he like, listen, she found out, get on and get on. He is tied to that person, and now I have a
Right.
whole nother battle to face.
Exactly.
Outside of, we got a family, we got kids, and all of that kind of stuff. We got
Yeah.
a whole battle, and that's tough for me. I'm not built for that.
Yeah.
I personally am not built for that.
Definitely.
I don't compete with anybody. I personally don't compete with anyone, but I can't say, but that, for me, that would be a battle that I'd have to, I don't know, I have to tap in on that one. So listen, that was What Was Sensei. Thank you so much for joining in
You're
on that.
welcome.
What Was Sensei? You're listening to the Unbroken Experience with Syndy B on Power 108.9. Hey, Royce. Hey, Kathleen. Hey, Princia. And we'll be right back.
Hey, Emma.
Yo, it's Michael McFadden for our friends over at Credit Building Professionals. You know what they do? They help their clients achieve better credit. How? Late payments, fraud, liens, charge-offs, student loans. They do it all. Get results in 30 to 90 days, and it's very simple to contact them. Hit them up on their website, creditbuildingprofessionals.com, or give them a call, 678-447-2012. Once again, 678-447-2012. Tell them you heard it on Power 108.9. What up, Credit Craig?
Welcome back. You're listening to the Unbroken Experience with Syndy B on Power 108.9. I've got my girl, Miss Divine Blessings, in the building. She done blessed us with her whole presence here today.
Yes,
Say hey to the people.
Hey, folks. Just here to anoint everyone.
You know, she does what she does when she can do it, basically. So, before we get out of here, because, guys, you know I'm normally on from 7 to 9, but the corona... the corona got us shutting it down a little bit early. We're going to get on up out of here a little bit earlier tonight. But I want to talk about, look, we passing out this, the hand sanitizer. The hand sanitizer. All around the building, okay? But, Divine, you have a podcast coming up.
Yep.
Called Temporary Forever. Please tell the people what that's about.
Temporary Forever is going to be a dating and relationships and entertainment podcast focused on various topics, including sex, love, dating, toxic relationships, great relationships, poly relationships, every aspect of relationships and dating we're going to discuss.
I love it.
Yes.
Do you have can you tell the people that are listening an ETA on this podcast?
Mid-April.
Bam, she might be on Power 108.9. We shall see. We shall see, because that's where all the hotness is. The Unbroken Experience is the #1 show on Power 108.9.
All right now.
That's right. But before we get out of here, I have to ask Divine my famous question that I usually ask most of my guests, and I want your honest opinion, not your feelings.
Okay.
But your honest opinion. Do you think that marriage is overrated?
Wow. Do I think that marriage is overrated? Yes and no.
Okay, explain.
I can't. I would say that it's overrated because in this day and age, a lot of people are not taking marriage seriously. It's so many divorces going on. It's so much cheating going on. I have more married men approach me than single men.
Yeah.
And that's, that in turn makes me to believe that it's overrated, that people aren't taking their marriage seriously anymore. However, I do know people that, are taking marriage seriously and, they value their vows that they've made and their commitment to their significant other. But overall, personally, from a feelings aspect, which you said don't get the feelings involved, I don't think it's overrated. But in this day and age, from what I've seen, it's becoming overrated, and people aren't taking their marriage seriously these days.
I like what you said, that people aren't taking it seriously, and that's what makes me think it's overrated.
Right,
For me,
exactly.
if you marry, what's the point? Outside of you, like, I don't want you seeing nobody else, and I don't want you seeing nobody else. What's the point?
What is the point
of you all getting married?
Right.
And if you don't have a solid point outside, I really love him, I really love her, or I don't want to see her or him with anybody else. If you don't have anything outside of that, outside of the feelings of it all,
right,
like, what is it that you all are trying to do together?
Yep.
And if you don't have that and you don't know it yet, maybe you need to keep dating.
Exactly.
And if you don't have that at all, then it's not the right time. And I'm not one to quote scriptures or anything like that, but it says in the Bible, like, if you ain't married, no rush. Long story short, it is, and now granted, they talk about no fornicating while you're not married.
Right.
But at the same time, they talk about the stressors of marriage, what comes with that.
Yep.
And if you're not, like, don't be in no hurry to do that.
Exactly.
So listen, I don't know if we're going to be back next week or not, but our plans to be here. Okay. Y'all know I got to bring y'all some relief. We at home anyway. You ain't doing nothing. Anyway, you at home. I'll come and sacrifice as long as it's not overcrowded in here. And we not overcrowded tonight. But Divine, tell them where they can find you on social media.
On social media, check out my Instagram at Agent Brown Eyes. That's my Instagram. Also, Agent Brown Eyes with a Z on the end on Black Twitter. That's where I really cut up. Instagram.
Oh, I got to find
check
you
me
on
out
there now. Oh, I'm going to find you on Black Twitter now.
Oh, Lord.
I like the cut up because the Instagram cut up be a lot.
That's true.
I love you be quite entertaining me.
Yes.
So I'm going to definitely find you on Black Twitter. And you guys know you can find me on thesyndyb.com. Make sure you spell my name right. That's SYNDY. The N becomes before the D. Same thing on Instagram and Facebook, The Syndy B. And make sure you stay tuned in every single Thursday at 7 o'clock p.m. to the Unbroken Experience with Syndy B on Power 108.9. And I'll see you next week.